so silent? You're not bored?
No. But I will have to go or I'll be late home for dinner.
Either that guy really enjoys watching people sketch cats, or he's about to make some very questionable life choices. G'day guys, Holy Critics signing in. Devil in the Flesh is a forgotten Aussie drama that feels so authentic at times you'd swear it was based on a true story. Set against the backdrop of World War II, it tells a deeply human story of loneliness, temptation, and the kinds of choices that echo long after the guns fall silent. It's a reminder how quickly desire turns into consequences and how some choices leave scars that last a lifetime.
Bonjour.
Hello, Pierre.
Hello, Madeline.
Well, have you had a good journey?
Very
nice, thank you. Very pleasant.
Bonjour, John.
Hello, Madeleine.
How nice you could come.
Very well,
Thank you,
thank
Mr.
you.
Fournier. Well?
Yes? I don't think you've met our son, Paul.
No. Bonjour, Paul.
Paul.
Bienvenue au château.
Enchanté.
You know, unfortunately, Martha has not arrived yet. She missed the train as usual, but Pierre will pick her up later.
Well,
N'est-ce pas,
Well, why
Pierre?
don't you let me?
Oh, no, that's not necessary.
Be a pleasure.
Well, that's very kind of you. But first, a drink.
You really must
Thank you.
So how can I be of help?
Madeleine and I are very concerned about Hermano. When he was interned, we thought he would be for 2 or 3 months, not for 14.
Has Martha seen him recently?
Briefly, about a month ago.
Yes, it must be very difficult for them.
Yes, particularly for Marthe. Still, this is our first vintage, the 32 Cabernet.
Ah.
Mrs. Hanson?
No, thank you.
Sherry?
Merci, Pierre.
Et Paul? So, I don't know if you have any contacts, but I don't feel that any more heartfelt pleas to the tribunal from us or from the Foscaris will do much to help Hermano.
Yes, of course.
À la vôtre.
Santé.
Non, non, Bernard, pas ici. Il va jouer dans le jardin. Allez, allez.
Paul, why don't you join Bernard?
Bernard sprung up since we saw him last.
It does happen quickly, doesn't it?
Bonjour.
Hello, Matt. I managed to persuade your father to let me come and collect you. This is my son, Paul.
Hello, Paul.
Hello.
I work for an organization called Duckworth, and we write in to various organizations that we think might be able to help with POWs, and I hope we'll be able to do something for Hermano.
I am told, Paul, that you are doing very well at school. And what class are you in?
He's in the 5th.
And have you decided what to do when you leave school?
Depends on the war. I'll probably be called up.
Oh. Paul's very good at English literature, isn't he, darling?
Yes, I believe he could well take it further, Madeleine. And then, of course, there's French. He's studying French.
Ah, mais c'est très bien, ça.
My father pointed out some of your paintings at the exhibition. I thought they were very good. I liked your watercolors best.
Oh, they're just studies. I don't think much of them. But I must show you my stylus flowers. They're much better.
You don't look a bit like your mother.
Everyone tells me that. One day I'll show you a photograph of her when she was young. I look very much like her.
Shouldn't you do your hair differently? Having your hair down would suit you much better.
Well, you can ask Maman. I don't usually fix my hair so badly, but I was already late.
Veux-tu autre chose à manger, ma chérie?
Non, merci, Maman.
Have you studied painting?
No, but I made this year. Hermano wouldn't let me go to art school. He was always telling me what I could or couldn't do. Even in his letters, he tells me what he reads and what he forbids me to read.
Who doesn't he approve of?
Oh, he once confiscated my copy of Baudelaire. But that was before he was interned.
Les Fleurs des Mal.
Les Fleurs du Mal.
Perhaps my father could get you a copy from college.
Oh, I'll have another.
Come on, Paul. Monsieur Fournier is going to show us around the vineyard.
I'll stay.
Dalton, 62, good work. Mills, 65. Sullivan, 68. Reardon, 69. Green, 72. Carmody, same. McMahon, 81. Jones, 90. Hanson, 91. And I do not remember a fair having been gifted with a knee, Hanson.
It comes from the French, sir. Faire de coeur.
And is French our language, my boy? I think not.
Right, please. Make the change. Joanne, you gotta have it. It's yours. Boy, can I have these? Just a second. All right. What are you doing here?
I had to see Mr. Clark.
Are you staying in town?
Yes, I had to visit Amano's mother today.
Why don't we have lunch? We could go to the dining room at the Fraser Street Hotel.
I'd really love to. No, but I can't. Some other time, perhaps. I'm sorry. Goodbye.
Bye. Not green.
It's one of my favorite colors.
It doesn't suit you.
Well, help me choose something then.
This. Are you sure about lunch?
Oh, Paul, you know I can't. I'll drop you back at school. I had better ring my mother-in-law and tell her I will be late. I've told her I've been cut up and couldn't be there until 4.
May I put them in water for you, madam?
Yes, thank you. I shall do a painting of them for you. Not stylish, though.
Could I offer you something to drink, madam?
Gin squash, thank you.
Certainly, and for you, sir?
Yes, a gin squash.
If you'll pardon me, sir, you are the required age.
I'll have a lemonade.
Thank you, sir.
Do you have a photograph of Amano?
Yes.
He's very handsome.
Yes.
Where is he now?
He's been moved to Loveday. They are putting some of the more recalcitrant internees there. Thank you.
Is he angry about being detained?
No. He's very strong. It's just that some of the internees are openly fascists. There's been several fights. They certainly don't find much to agree on.
That's very Italian.
Oh, don't be unfair. I can understand their frustrations. But to think that anyone could support Mussolini. He's a buffoon. Do they teach you that at school?
No. Just that he is evil, like Hitler.
What about Marshal Pétain?
Nothing. Dad says he oughtn't to be trusted.
You better tell him never to say that to Maman.
I don't think that would stop him.
If he knew Maman better, it would.
Brother?
Hanson. Hanson, I miss your fine contribution in geography today.
I was at the dentist, sir.
I don't recall Brother Murphy's advising me of that.
My tooth started aching this morning, sir. A friend of Mr. Clark's offered to take me at lunchtime.
I see. And did you get a note from the dentist?
No, sir. I can't get one.
All right, just next time, get permission first. Now hurry up.
Thank you, sir.
Dear Paul, I cannot understand your silence. Didn't we agree to meet again? It would be lovely to hear from you. Regards, Mart.
Excuse me, does Mount Foscari live here?
She lives upstairs. I'll show you. Here it is.
Paul, come in. Would you like something to drink? You don't have to have lemonade here. Balthus, bouge pas. You're so silent. You're not bored.
No. But I will have to go, or I'll be late home for dinner.
Will you go by again?
Yes? Did you know Galileo was wrong?
In what way, darling?
Saying the Earth goes round the sun. It's just as correct to claim the sun goes round the Earth. It all depends on what one makes the points of reference.
Well, I'm sure the church would be very pleased to hear that.
What are you up to? I have to go home and do some practice. Dad's been getting on my back.
See you later then.
Fine.
Paul, this is Rebecca. She's a good friend.
Hello.
Hello, Paul.
Now you don't need to wait for me.
Thanks.
Ma jeunesse ne fut qu'un ténébreux orage, traversé çà et là par de brillants soleils. Le tonnerre et la pluie ont fait un tel ravage qu'il reste en mon jardin bien peu de fruits vermeils.
Translate it for me.
My youth was nothing but a lowering storm, pierced here and there by brilliant suns. The storm and the rain have made such devastation that nothing remains in my garden now but a few ripe fruits.
Read me one that's scandalous.
Quelquefois... No, you read it. I'll translate.
You won't laugh.
On sait. Ici.
Quelquefois, pour apaiser ta rage mystérieuse,
Sometimes, to soothe your mysterious rage, mysterious appetite. That's better.
tu prodigues sérieuse la morsure et le baiser.
Your lazy kisses alternate with unexpected bites.
Tu me déchires ma brune avec un rire moqueur.
And as you laugh, you lacerate my undefended skin.
Et puis tu mets sur mon cœur ton œil doux comme la lune.
And then you put on my heart your soft eyes like the moon.
Better. It may be a while.
I'll wait.
You should go home. Maud? Sorry for being late. I missed the train and they cancelled the 7:20.
Oh, dear.
About ready for that.
Mr. Chisholm rang. I said you'd call him back this afternoon. Something about the next meeting?
Simon and I have decided to ride to Barfield tomorrow.
That's rather a long way.
I'll be leaving at 7 in the morning.
Oh, I'd better make you up a lunch basket then.
Oh, it's all right, Mum.
Well, I don't imagine Simon will remember to bring anything.
Thanks.
Aren't you coming in? Your face is all wet. Your hair. Get undressed. I'll find you something dry. Here. Do you need some help? I'll get you a towel. You should dry your hair.
It's fine, really.
I'm going to bed. I want to watch you fall asleep.
Good morning, Mrs. Spencer.
Morning.
Have you seen Maud this morning?
No, not since yesterday afternoon. I think she must be home.
She's not answering.
Perhaps she overslept.
Perhaps. Thank you, Mrs. Spencer.
I wouldn't have thought you capable of deceiving your mother.
Paul.
And you didn't tell me he writes to you.
Do I need to tell you everything?
You could...
Please, don't spoil our first day of happiness.
You can't have loved me very much if today is your first day of happiness. Oh, Matt. I treat you just as badly as your husband.
My husband doesn't treat me badly.
Forgive me.
Ah, Paul. How was your trip with Simon?
Great. We went as far as Barfield to the waterfall there. The water was really pouring over. You could hardly get down the side path, it was so muddy. Simon almost slipped over at one point and we had to leave the bikes behind. It was great.
Oh, by the way, Simon called here this afternoon. He was most surprised to find he was spending the day with you.
Nice to see you.
Very nice, sir.
I received another letter from Hermano. He's very distressed.
You should write to him.
I do. But what can I say?
I can't say that I count every day until the war is over and he's released. Because I don't.
I'll help you write it.
How? Tell him you're my lover.
No, that you miss him. You should keep his spirits up.
Even by lying.
Yes. Now, dear Amano. No, dearest Amano. You must not let despair overcome you. Soon the war will be ended, and you will be released. Life here is very uneventful without you. Each day my parents plead with me to return home, but I cannot leave here. This is my home. Our home.
Oh, stop, please!
Good night, son.
Bye, Dad.
I have decided to visit Amano on Sunday. Do you mind?
He is your husband.
Well, tell me not to go.
Has he ever kissed you here?
Yes.
I have to go. I told Simon I'd drop over this afternoon.
Just a moment. It's about time you did some work around the home. Well, your mother and I can't do everything. You can start with the side garden.
We really could do with some help, darling.
I promised Simon.
Well, he'll understand. You can see him when you're finished. Come on. It's not that grim.
Paul?
Mart! What is it?
I had to see you. Can you get away?
Not till I finish this.
Well, can you leave it?
I'm never here as it is.
All right. Come when you can then.
Fine. Mart? Hello, Baltos. Where is she? Eh? What's wrong? Mart? Who wrote it?
I don't know. Does it matter?
No, forget it. It's not important.
Not to you. But it's to me. If you don't leave here. Mr. Spencer came up this afternoon. He said he'd seen how you come at night and leave before dawn.
So?
He's threatening to tell the landlord.
Then move somewhere else.
Paul, it will be the same wherever I went. People will always be watching, always wanting to know.
Well, that's their problem. Take no notice.
I cannot take no notice when people ignore me in the street and write me obscene letters. My friend have turned against me. Rebecca's parents have forbidden her to see me. And Simone. Not that she listens to them. And tomorrow I have to see a man. Oh God, I don't want to.
When will you be back?
All right.
You've been practicing hard, Paul?
As much as I can.
Good. Let's start with the Schubert Serenade.
conflict, where Italian soldiers were captured in their tens of thousands by the Allied forces. With the Italian surrender on September 3rd, one wonders what will be the fate of those thousands of POWs sent here, and of those Italian nationals still detained in internment camps. Their war may be over, but the memories will remain.
Dear Paul, it has been awful here without you. A man who was far worse than I have ever seen him, and I despair as to what I can do. God knows I no longer love him. It is you I want to be with.
Are you following me?
No?
Just thought you might be.
What do you want?
Up to you.
Good afternoon, Mr. Spencer.
And Amano?
He doesn't think he will be released for another 6 months.
Hard work. Brindiamo ai nostri amici. Mes amis, Today we celebrate another harvest. Let us hope that when we come to harvest these grapes again, those amongst us who are still separated from their families and their homelands may be reunited in peace.
Chin chin.
Salute.
Non ti scordare di me, la vita mia legate a te. Io t'amo sempre più, nel sogno mio rimani tu. Non ti scordare di me, la vita mia legate a te. Io t'amo sempre più, nel sogno mio rimani tu. Non ti scordare di me, la vita mia legate a te. C'è sempre un
I have to look after the house for a week while my mother and father visit my uncle. Could you come here instead?
Of course. Simon's sister's having an affair with one of her father's POWs.
Well, she's silly. What will happen if her parents find out?
Ah, they won't mind. They like him.
Do they know about it?
I doubt it.
They could report him.
People could report us.
Who to? We haven't done anything legally wrong.
Have you decided what you'll do about the call-up?
There's an Air Force officer coming to school next week.
I'd weigh what he says carefully. I think the Navy would be far more suitable for you.
What if I don't want to join any of them?
You'd be stepping outside of the law. That's for you to decide.
They don't teach you that at school.
Individual conscience isn't much value these days. I was asked today by a student about Forster's dilemma, whether one should betray one's friend or one's country. Seemed to think the answer was easy.
Betray one's friend?
Loyalty to a friend may be more important than allegiance to an idea.
Hello, Mum. Hello. Simon's invited me to his place for the weekend. Can I go?
Yes. All right, son.
Thanks.
How long can you stay?
Till Sunday?
2 whole nights. Oh. We can even wake up together. I'm pregnant, Paul.
I'm pleased.
Are you?
Yes. When will the...
November. Paul? People will know before then.
You must sleep with the Mano.
No.
What else can we do?
And? What?
We can live together.
And Amano. They must release him soon.
He'll find someone.
I can find a flat. We cannot stay at the Spencers. I'm sure you won't be bored. Just with me.
How little you know me.
Papa et maman sont allés voir mon oncle.
Ah bon? Bonjour.
Hello.
Et la bonne?
Elle est partie aussi. J'ai dit à mes parents que je préférais vivre comme Robinson Crusoe. It's all right, Paul. We can say what we like in front of Simone. I've told her everything.
Tout?
Presque tout.
Ah oui.
Viens, je te raconte. Tu veux
Très bien.
Tu crois pas que la sauce est trop épaisse, Simone?
Vraiment, ça dégouline partout.
Ça me l'air que ce sera plutôt une croûte à la moutarde. Simone is staying for lunch, Paul.
We're having lapin à la moutarde.
Oh, come on, you know what that means.
No.
It's rabbit with mustard sauce.
Ah, thanks.
Paul, could you get some wine in the cellar, please?
What do you want?
You choose.
I'll come with you as far as Loddon.
I have to take the early train. I've asked Mr. Bailey to pick me up.
I could come.
I'd rather go alone. opening my letters.
You'd better write to your place or my parents will suspect.
Dearest Paul, do you miss me? I will be home on Sunday. Come as soon as you can.
Paul! Where have you been all evening? With her, I suppose. I give you a lot of freedom and you abuse it. Now, if you can't show more responsibility, then I'm going to have to do something. Off to bed.
Then she talks of her desire and her longing for him. And of setting up a new life together. I mean, how could she deceive a husband like that? And with our son, I mean, he's just a boy. Darling, you must stop them. Can't you exert your authority?
I'll speak to him again.
Paul, your father wants to see you in the study.
Ah, not again.
Your mother found that on your desk. I've spoken with the Fourniers. We've decided that your relationship with Mark must stop immediately. We'll do everything we can to see that it does.
You have known everything for months and said nothing. Isn't it a bit late to act now?
I know the fault's also mine.
And it was you who insisted I meet her.
I didn't know then of her reputation.
And what does that mean?
Do you really believe that if she's taken you as a lover, she hasn't also taken others?
You know that isn't true!
No, you're wrong! I said nothing before so that you wouldn't use it to your advantage. I've always treated you as an equal, with respect. Well, you know your mother and I have always valued honesty and integrity. I had hoped that you'd behave like a man.
Do you still love me?
Of course. Why ask? I'm staying.
This is for Paul.
I will give it to him.
Thank you, Maud.
You should go home.
No.
You're unreasonable. To me. To your parents. Why don't you spend more time with them? With your friends?
So you're turning against me as well?
And you intend to stay here tonight as well?
Yes.
Paul, please. Then I'm going. I will call Maman.
Don't think my parents will be grateful.
Why are you testing me like this? Do you want to know how much I can bear?
The only reason you won't give in is because you're expecting one of your lovers here tonight. Why don't you speak?
All right. I will sleep with you tonight, but not here. I won't have people spying on us any longer. We shall go to a hotel.
Well, do you know what to say?
2 rooms. They'll think you're my sister. It's full.
Now stop torturing me and go in.
Can I help you?
Do you have a Mr. Clark staying here?
No. You seem to have the wrong hotel, son.
Thank you. They have no rooms. He said all the hotels around here are full.
Where do we go now? You have behaved very badly.
You will forgive me?
Yes.
And then I'll hurt you again. And then one day it'll all become too much for you and you'll leave me. Say it, Matt. Say that you'll leave me. Say it.
I'll leave you.
Say it again.
I will leave you. Goodbye, Paul. It's best for a while. Huh?
We're being separated, Matt. I'll see you later.
All right, son.
How are you?
Fine. You must be relieved. The call-up.
Oh, yes.
Oh, I must go.
Goodbye.
Looks good. Madeleine Fournier's just rung. There's to be an exhibition of Marthe's paintings in Loddon. Now, she asked if she could borrow the ones that we have. I told her it'd be all right. Why don't you drop them over tomorrow? It's time you took the car for a run by yourself.
I'd rather go now.
Right, I don't see why not.
Where shall I put them?
Just here will do.
Hello, Paul.
Hello, Mart.
Have you come to visit us?
I didn't think you'd be here. I just brought round some of your paintings.
Come and meet Amano. Come. Amano, this is Paul.
Hello, Paul.
Hello.
I've met your father. He's been very kind to me. To us all. I think they would have held us much longer had it not been for him and the others like him.
They haven't allowed the POWs back home yet.
This is only because of the delays in shipping. Anyway, I think many of them will want to return here. I think they've found their new home. Anyway, I'm not being very thoughtful. I'll get us something to drink.
Does Omano know?
Yes.
That ending certainly left a bit of a lump in the throat, didn't it? What started out looking like a wartime romance gradually revealed itself as something much sadder. Paul thought he was playing grown-up, chasing the excitement of a relationship he wasn't supposed to have. But when Martha announced she was pregnant, you could practically see the colour drain from his face. For all his talk about love, he struck me as a teenager driven more by infatuation and lust than genuine commitment. Once he'd tasted the forbidden fruit, he seemed to develop a wandering eye pretty quickly. What made the film work for me was how believable it all felt. During the Second World War, with husbands fighting away, stories like this probably happened far more often than people cared to admit. The tragedy wasn't the affair, it was watching Paul discover that desire is easy, but responsibility arrives later. By the end, his child was right there in front of him and he couldn't even claim him. He had to stand there pretending he was nothing more than a family friend, while Omano stepped back into the role of a husband and father. Keith Smith did an excellent job capturing that mix of youthful arrogance and emotional immaturity. Katia Caballero brought a quiet sadness to Martha, a woman trapped between desire, guilt, and survival. What she did was undeniably wrong, but the film showed how loneliness and uncertainty can push people into terrible decisions. With the war dragging on and no guarantee her husband would ever come home, you can at least understand why she reached for comfort wherever she could find it. Neither character was entirely sympathetic, but they both felt very human. The rural Australian setting also gave the story a unique small-town flavour. Scott Murray directed it in a very restrained, almost European style, avoiding needless melodrama and leaving a lot left unsaid. The pacing drifted a little bit at times, sure, but the bittersweet payoff made it well worthwhile. And here's an interesting bit of backstory for you. The film was adapted from Raymond Radiguet's controversial French novel. Even more remarkable, Radiguet wrote it in his teens before dying of typhoid at just 20 years old, leaving behind one of the most talked about works of fiction of its time. I'll leave an Amazon link pinned below if you want a deeper look into the characters and themes. So, while Devil in the Flesh may not have had the polish or finesse of bigger budget period dramas, the solid storytelling and performances more than made up for it. That's why I'm giving it a comfortable 3.5 stars. Do you think Paul genuinely loved Martha, or was he simply blinded by his own lust? Let me know in the comments below, and if you enjoyed the review, don't forget to like, subscribe, and check out that book link if you want to go back to where it all began. This is Holy Critic, signing out.